Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be creating a halo smoky eye with the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's really easy to achieve and it's so nice and glamorous, so let's get started. First I'm going to be using my MAC Prep and Prime and my Stila One Step Corrector for a primer. I'm taking my One Step Corrector first just to eliminate any redness on my face, and then I'm going to spray my MAC Prep and Prime, and I'm just going to rub that all into my face so it creates a tacky feel, so when I apply my foundation it'll stick and it'll last the whole day. Next I'm going to take my NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation and my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I like to mix these two just to get an even undertone for me, and now I'm just dotting this all over my face. So now I'm going to buff it in with my Paintbox Kabuki brush. Next I'm going to be taking my Maybelline New York Instant Age Rewind Concealer just to highlight under my eyes and the rest of my face. So I do this just to create a more awake look. I'm also highlighting my forehead, the bridge of my nose, my chin, Cupid's bow, and also the unders of my cheekbones. So it creates a more lifted look. Now I'm going to take my Chi Chi Professional brush and I'm going to be buffing that into my face. I'm also going to be taking my beauty blender just to blend in any excess concealer. I usually use my beauty blender, but I thought I'd use my brush today as well. Next I'm going to take my brow comb and just combing through my brows before I fill them in so I can shape them. Now I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in dark brown and I'm going to be filling in my brows. So I always start with the tail, then drag it out underneath and on top for my peak. And just filling in the rest of the brow. And I also like to just blend it in so it's nice and light at the top and then it gets darker all the way through. I'm just taking my setting spray and I'm just popping that on my brow comb. I do this when I don't have a brow gel and I find that it works really well. So if you don't have a brow gel and you do have a setting spray, definitely use that on your brow comb. Next I'm going to be priming my eye. So I'm taking the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Potion and I'm popping that all over my lid. So now I'm just going to take another Chi Chi Professional brush and I'm just going to be buffing that. So now I'm going to be moving on to the eyes. So this is the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is absolutely amazing. The shadows are so pigmented and so worth getting. So the first shade I'm going to take is Tempura, and that is going to be the shadow that's going to set the primer. You always want to set your primer because it is just easier to blend the rest of your shadows. So I'm just taking a flat brush and popping that all over the primer. Next I'm going to be taking this shade Burnt Brown. It is just an amazing transition shade and I'm going to use this on Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. They came with the palette, and I'm going to be popping that on the outer and inner corner of my eye. So just using little circular motions just to blend it onto the lid. You want to make sure that everything is blended together so there's no harsh lines once the eye is complete. So the next shade is Real Gar, and that is quite an orangey colour. We're going to just pop that on the outer corner of the lid. Continue to do your circular motions as well, just to blend the two colours together and making sure that there aren't any harsh lines. Next, I'm going to be using Love Letter, and I'm going to keep this on the inner and outer corner of the eye. Just keep blending that together in really small circular motions. I'm also using a Paintbox blending brush. You also want to use just a little pigment each time you apply it. So just little by little, because the shadow is really pigmented. I'm also going to be bringing the pink up to the crease of the eye and connecting the two colours together, just leaving the centre free. Next, I'm going to be taking Red Ochre, and this is just to darken up the eye, make it all smoky. So I'm going to be taking that on a Paintbox blending brush, and I'm just going to be applying that on the inner and outer corners of my eye. Next, I'm going to be taking Tempura again, and I'm going to be popping that on the centre of my lid, just with a flat Paintbox brush. Next, I'm going to be taking my Paintbox smudge pot, and this just works as a liner. So I'm going to be taking that on a lipstick brush just to get a really nice fine line, and I'm just applying that to my lash line. It doesn't matter if this is messy either, because we're going to be smudging it out. Now just taking a flat small brush, I'm going to be smudging this out on my lid. So you want to bring it a little above your lash line and smoke it out. Next, I'm going to be taking Real Gar, and I'm also going to take Red Ochre, and I'm going to be applying that to my lash line. So that is going to be just a little below the lash line, just to make it nice and smoky. On top of those shades, I'm going to take Cypress Umber, and I'm going to be applying that on top of Red Ochre. Taking my Paintbox smudge pot again, I'm going to be using this to tightline my waterline. So using the same brush that I used for my eyeliner, I'm going to be using it to tightline my lower lash line. Now finishing off the face, I'm going to be using my Mercier translucent powder just to set my foundation so it'll last the whole day. So now I'm going to contour my face, and I'm going to take the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit and the Bahama Bronzer by the Balm. So I'm taking this on a fluffy brush by Paintbox, and the first product I'm going to be using is the Hoola Bronzer. So I use this first to just bronze up my face and mostly my cheekbones and my forehead. Now I'm going to be taking an angled brush by Paintbox, and I'm going to be using the Bahama Bronzer just to chisel out my cheeks. I'm also going to take the Bahama Bronzer and contour my nose. Now I'm just going to finish off my eyes, and I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara and the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. So I'm just going to use a few coats on my top lashes because I am going to be wearing falsies. And I'm just going to apply quite a bit of the roller lash on my bottom lashes. So I applied these lashes off camera, they're nice and wispy. For lips I used Kylie's lip kits, and I used Exposed, Candy K, and also the Candy K lip liner. For my highlighter, I used that Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I used Bubbly, and I also used Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop by Becca. So normally I will spray my brush with the prime, and then I'll dab it into the product, so the highlighter is really nice and bright and it sticks. I also highlight the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose, a bit on my forehead, and a little bit on my cupid's bow. And that's the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it and recreate this look on your own. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.